What's up, KFG and YouTube? It's your boy Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Back at it with another video. As you can tell by the title of the video, WWE Smackdown reviewing highlights. Roman Reigns makes an epic return on Smackdown. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content on the channel like this. Hit that thumbs up and share the video everywhere. Follow my social media down below in the description. And go check out my 2025 YouTube shoutouts video that I did on the channel yesterday. That video did very well, and I got some nice comments. All right, let's get started on my WWE Smackdown review on highlights and get my own opinion about it. Now, WWE Smackdown was a solid show, and I give it a solid 6 out of 10. SmackDown was live from Pool Arena in Bologna, Italy. All right, it says we start the show with various stars arriving to the building before going to ringside for the arrival of Randy Orton. The crowd singing along his theme as Randy Orton as the Viper heads down the ramp. We get a look back at Randy Orton's match against Carmelo Hayes last week, with Kevin Owens getting involved post match only to run off. Back in the ring, Randy Orton has entered as he posed for the crowd, who are still singing along to his theme. This is a very good opening segment between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I enjoyed this opening segment. Randy Orton music finally fades out, leading to a Randy Orton chant as Randy Orton raised the microphone to speak, only for the music of Kevin Owens to cut him off. The crowd booing as Kevin Owens stepped out to the stage with a mic of his own. He knows what Randy Orton wants to do, but hear him out. The Bologna crowd chanting something I'm unsure of, but assuming I shouldn't repeat here, lol, as Kevin Owens admits that what he did to Randy Orton was wrong. He says Cody and Sami Zayn got what they deserve, but not Randy Orton. Kevin Owens says that Randy Orton should know what it's like to let his anger make him do stupid things, before saying he can forgive Randy Orton for picking Cody Rhodes' side if Randy Orton can forgive him for the power driver. Speaking of leaving things in the past, had Kevin Owens says he pulled Carmelo away from a punt from Randy Orton to keep him from getting back to that place. Kevin Owens offers an idea to Randy Orton for the pair to go after the tag titles at WrestleMania 41 before telling the crowd to shut up. He has he lets Randy Orton mold it over, with the Viper saying he should leave this ring and beat up Kevin Owens before appreciating that Kevin Owens could admit he was wrong. He thinks it over for a second before telling Kevin Owens to take his half-hearted apology and shove it. Randy Orton runs down Kevin Owens some more before offering a match idea of his own. Kevin a chance for Randy Orton to face Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 41 and kick his head clean off his shoulders. Now that match is going to happen between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Ever since Kevin Owens gave Randy Orton Cody Rhodes, ever since Kevin Owens gave Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes a package pile driver. This lets me know that Randy Orton's gonna get his get back on Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 41 with a punk kick. This is that Randy Orton that I like since 2009. All right, good opening promo between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Another electric crowd for the show, singing along to Randy Orton's theme and everything as we get a new match set for WrestleMania 41 between the two. #SmackDown on Netflix. Randy Orton music hits as we get a look back at Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest last week, with Drew McIntyre promising to make Damian Priest's life a living hell. So you mean to tell me that Drew McIntyre is mad at Damian Priest because Drew McIntyre lost to Damian Priest and Damian Priest won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania last year? So Drew McIntyre is mad. So it is what it is. But the feud between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, this feud is far from over. All right, and I'm just speaking facts by myself on that one. All right, let's go to commercial break. Some shots of Palonga at night take us back to a ringside as Shinsuke Nakamura enters the ring. And now I realize that Jimmy Uso has been given the ad break entrance, a cry a little inside. Rounding out the participants is Drew McIntyre to quite a pop from the crowd, who remind everyone that a theme doesn't need to have lyrics to be sung along to. Damian Priest makes good on his own site, promising by heading up the ramp to go after Drew McIntyre. The two brawl down the ramp before Shinsuke Nakamura intervenes, only for both opponents to get dropped with a Jimmy Uso dive. Jimmy Uso and Damian Priest dab it up before bringing Drew back in the ring to finally get this tag match underway. What WWE needs to do is have LA Knight drop the United States Championship to Jimmy Uso so Jimmy Uso can get his moment. And that's nothing but facts by itself. That's just my own personal opinion, and I stand on it. And I stand on business with that. So WWE, have LA Knight drop the title to Jimmy Uso so Jimmy Uso can get his moment. If Jay Uso can get his moment, if Jay Uso can be Braun Breaker for Intercontinental Champion, what makes you think Jay Uso can be Gunther for the World Heavyweight Champion? And they do the same thing. Have LA Knight drop the United States Championship to Jimmy Uso so Jimmy Uso can get his moment. That's all I gotta say. All right, so we get the match right here, a tag team match: Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke Nakamura. And this was a this was a pretty good tag team match. We officially start this off with Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso, with Jimmy Uso still having the upper hand until Drew McIntyre takes him down with a suplex. He props Jimmy Uso against the ropes for more damage before tagging in Shinsuke Nakamura, who runs wild on Jimmy Uso before bringing him to the outside. He slams Jimmy Uso against the announcer table as a brief mounting of the audio indicates the US only break for later. Shinsuke Nakamura brings Jimmy Uso back into the ring for a near fall. The crowd chanting his name as he sends Jimmy Uso to the corner for a tag to Drew McIntyre, who lays in a big chop. He locks in a modified chin lock on Jimmy Uso, mocking Damian Priest as he goes before Jimmy Uso finally gets free of the hold. Drew McIntyre knocks Damian Priest off the apron before going back after Jimmy Uso, who gets chance of his own from the crowd. Jimmy Uso gets back to his feet as he and Drew McIntyre trade strikes, with Drew McIntyre taking him back down to the mat as the crowd continues chanting. Another short break takes us to Jimmy Uso getting a Samoan drop on Drew McIntyre, who calls over for a tag to Shinsuke Nakamura, only for Jimmy Uso to finish him off long enough for the hot tag to Damian Priest. Damian Priest keeps Drew McIntyre off the apron before laying into Shinsuke Nakamura with an attack of the ropes. Damian Priest grabs Shinsuke Nakamura by the wrist before going old school, only for Shinsuke Nakamura to fight back and go for a Kinshasa no clothesline by Damian Priest. And Drew McIntyre immediately involved before Jimmy Uso sends him out of the ring with a super kick. Back in the ring, Damian Priest takes Shinsuke Nakamura down hard with the South of Heaven for the victory. The winner of the match by pinfall, Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso. This was a pretty good tag team match. Drew is having none of it, blindsiding Damian Priest after the match before attacking him on the canvas. Damian Priest tries to fight back, but is sent to the ropes by Drew McIntyre, who sets up for the Claymore to approval of the crowd. Nice little tag match here. Not much to write about other than some good storyline progression post match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. All right, let's move on. Backstage, Braun Strowman is pumping himself up. No, not like that. For his match against Jacob Fatu, when LA Knight talks to him about keeping an eye out due to the numbers game, Jacob Fatu and his pals like to play. Braun Strowman lets the United States Champion know that Nick Aldis has stated whoever wins between Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu will get a shot at the belt. LA Knight acknowledges this by saying yeah before walking off. We get a look back at the brawl between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair last week, both women getting ready for a split screen interview up next. So, in my honest opinion, you gotta have Tiffany Stratton retain that WrestleMania 41. If Tiffany Stratton drops the WWE Women's Champion to Charlotte Flair, the IWC is gonna flip. I do not want Charlotte Flair as our WWE Women's Champion. Have Tiffany Stratton retain the Women's Champion, the WWE Women's Champion at WrestleMania 41. Please, WWE. Please do not have Tiffany Stratton drop the WWE Women's Champion to Charlotte Flair, because that's going to be a god awful move. Alright, let's move on. The build to WrestleMania 41, they messed it up. That's all I gotta say. That's lazy booking. Alright, let me continue. I'm just speaking facts. So we'll go to commercial break. Some more shots of the beautiful Blanca before we head to our interview with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. The champ is interrupted by the Queen, who pokes fun at Tiffany Stratton for her path to the title and addresses everyone in the women's division being compared to her. Tiffany Stratton talks about Charlotte Flair being her biggest super supporter, with Charlotte Flair saying she wasn't going to let someone else take her spot as the top face. Tiffany Stratton makes a claim that Charlotte Flair finds the hottest thing going and puts water on it before stating she will take Charlotte Flair's throne at WrestleMania 41. And this interview comes to a quick close. Alright, that was a okay in a backstage interview between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. But I just don't want Tiffany Stratton to drop the WWE Women's Champion to Charlotte Flair, because that'd be a god awful move. If that happens, the IWC is going to complain, and they're gonna tweet their frustrations about it on Twitter. The interview was rough, to be honest. Aside from a couple of sharp uniques, the segment felt a bit unneeded and and Emma not quite up the level of the brawl we got last week. Tiffany Stratton / Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41 is currently one of those matches I'm looking forward to just being done. And I agree with that. Alright, back at ringside, Jacob Fatu makes his way out for his match against Braun Strowman. Big Hoss fight coming up next on SmackDown. Commercial break. We get some hype for WrestleMania 41 weeks in Las Vegas before heading back to ringside, where Jacob Fatu awaits for his opponent. Out next is Braun Strowman to a nice pop from the crowd as he heads to the ring. We get a look at what went down between these two in the past before tonight's match gets underway. So we get Braun Strowman versus the Werewolf Jacob Fatu. And this match right here, this match wasn't bad, but this was a decent match. Decent match. The two big men circled the mat before Braun Strowman sends Jacob Fatu to the corner, laying in some heavy offense until Jacob Fatu turns it around with some shoulder charges. He backs away to rush at Braun Strowman, who takes him down with a clothesline. Jacob Fatu gets to the corner, doing a boot to the face of Braun Strowman, who responds by sending the Samoan Werewolf to the outside. He quickly brings Jacob Fatu back into the ring. A hammer throw sending Jacob Fatu hard into the corner as the crowd chants. Jacob Fatu escapes to the outside as Braun Strowman looks for the train attack, only to be sent into the announcer table for Jacob by Jacob Fatu. We get a mute of audio. Jacob Fatu continues the attack, but is soon sent into the ring steps by Braun Strowman, who rolls into the ring to conduct the song chant still ringing throughout the crowd. Braun Strowman leaves the ring to bring Jacob Fatu back in, but Jacob Fatu fights back and drops him to the mat with a drop kick to knee before to the knee before following up with a clothesline off the ropes. Jacob Fatu goes to work on the head and neck of Braun Strowman to chant of Ole 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 Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu before Braun Strowman finally starts to break free of the hold. Braun Strowman fights back from here until he gets dropped to the mat by Jacob Fatu, who follows up with a running senton. Braun Strowman calls to the corner and gets caught with a running hip attack by Jacob Fatu, who sets up for something else before getting taken down by Braun Strowman. Both men are back up now, with Braun Strowman laying into Jacob Fatu for sending him to the canvas with the thumb strike. But Jacob Fatu rolls out of the ring. That gives Braun Strowman an opening to land the express this time around, nearly launching Jacob Fatu over the announcer table. He brings Jacob Fatu back into the ring and looks to have the match won when Tama Tonga rushes down to the apron, and this is followed by Soul Sequoia running in, and the beatdown on Braun Strowman leads to the ref calling for the bell. The winner by disqualification, Braun Strowman. I know the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu must be mad at Soul Sequoia. And in my opinion, Jacob Fatu is going to turn on Soul Sequoia because Jacob Fatu deserves way better. And I guarantee you, Jacob Fatu is going to outshine Solo Sikoa. And that's nothing but facts. But it'll be nice to if it would be nice. It would be a nice match to see Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41. And I got if that happens, I got Jacob Fatu going over Solo Sikoa. But please WWE make this match happen between Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. That's all I gotta say. Please make it happen, WWE. I would love to see that. All right. Jacob Fatu looks less than pleased for a moment, as if realizing his potential title shot has been taken away before he joins in the beatdown on Braun Strowman until LA Knight makes his way down to for the save. And he and Braun Strowman eventually cleared the trio from the ring as we get an official ring announcement of Braun Strowman winning by disqualification. Alright, let's move on. Backstage, we hear from Liv Morgan ahead of her match against Jade Cargill later tonight before heading back to ringside as Piper Niven makes her way out, accompanied by by Chelsea Green and Alba Fire as she up ne- takes on Selena Vega up next. And I did not know that Selena Vega got new entrance theme song. Her theme song is kind of catchy, but I'm just gonna give it a chance. But I did not know WWE changed Selena Vega's theme song from LWO to the newest theme song. I did not know that, but it is what it is. But WWE, please give Selena Vega a push, please. Who's gonna take the WWE Women's United States Championship off of Chelsea Green? Give it to Selena Vega. That's all I gotta say. Please give the Women's United States Champion to Selena Vega, cause Selena Vega deserves it. That's all I gotta say. But we'll see. But anyway, so let's go to commercial break. We take another look at the chaos that ends our previous match before we head backstage, where Jacob Fatu is absolutely irate as he slams and throws stuff around, definitely angered at what went down as he tells Solo Sikoa that his business is no one's but his own before storming off. I believe that Jacob Fatu is going to turn on Solo Sikoa. So Jacob Fatu is going to be a babyface after he turns on Solo Sikoa. That's all I gotta say. Uh, sure enough, Jacob Fatu has seemingly enough of Solo's nonsense, haha. Which is I agree with that. I can't blame Jacob Fatu. Curious to see where this goes. Hashtag SmackDown. Hashtag SmackDown. SmackDown on Netflix. I would love to see Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41. But please WWE, please book it. Book 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 the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41. And have Jacob Fatu go over Solo Sikoa. That would make sense. That's all I gotta say. That's just my own opinion. I'm going to stand on it. Alright, back out ringside. Selena Vega makes her way out next before this match gets underway. So we get Selena Vega versus Piper Niven, and this was a solid match for what it was. The match starts off somewhat slow as the two trade strikes, with Piper Niven takes Selena to the mat as the quiet crowd starts chanting for Selena Vega. The chant changes to "We want Chelsea" as Selena Vega turns things around, catching Piper Niven with a sleeper hold until Piper Niven sends her back down. Crowd seemingly in their own little world on the chance now as Piper Niven goes back to work on Selena Vega. But they come back around as she sends Piper Niven to the corner for some mounted punches. This is stopped when Piper Niven sends her down hard as we get a brief fade to black for a commercial break in the action. We come back from commercial break to see Piper Niven counting, counter, counting to go to work on Selena Vega while the crowd sings a chant. Selena Vega tries to fight back, but is sent down by Piper Niven. The crowd, as the crowd slowly gets back gets back into this match, Piper Niven continues to lay in some strikes to a "We want Chelsea" chant before we fade back for just another moment. Piper never gets gets a near fall before Selena Vega rolls away, only to be sent to the corner by the lead of the Secret Service. Piper never formally in control as she slams Selena Vega's head the to another turnbuckle and then slams her again, a third turnbuckle for a near fall. Piper never continues the attack with a $1 million dream before Selena Vega breaks free, only to be dropped hard with a headbutt by Piper Niven, mocks the crowd before going after Selena Vega in the corner. All right, Selena Vega fights back with a boot to the face, c- countering out of a press slam for a chokehold on Piper Niven instead. Before Piper Niven slams her into the corner to break the hold, Selena Vega catches her with a modified octopus hold, transitioning to a roll up for a near fall. She scores another close 2 count on Piper Niven to follow, bringing Piper Niven up to her feet and sending her to the corner for a running meteor. She gets on the turnbuckle and lands a leaping meteor, but it's only for good for a near fall as Partner gets out. Selena Vega starts to build up momentum as the crowd gets louder, especially when she knocks Chelsea Green off the apron for trying to get involved. The referee should have been Chelsea Green and now will far from ringside. She then sends Alba far away after hitting a 619 on Piper Niven, but she gets a laid out with a spear as Piper Niven picks up the win. The winner of the match, Piper Niven. This was a solid match for what it was. Alright. It says yeah, this was a solid match between Piper Niven between Selena Vega and Piper Niven. But Selena Vega should have won this match. All right. The crowd goes almost deathly quiet once again as the Secret Service and the Women's United States Champions celebrate Piper's victory. We get a look at the situation going between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. John Cena before going to commercial break. Why? Why can't Cody Rhodes and John Cena be on SmackDown, but John Cena and Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw? But it would make sense if Cody Rhodes and John Cena was on SmackDown instead of Raw. But that's all I gotta say. I'm not one to pay a tons of attention to the crowd during a match, but this Piper Niven Selena Vega match made me realize how quiet Belonga could get after starting off so hot tonight. It became more evident when they were showing a favor towards Selena Vega by getting loud only to shut up once. All right, so we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, commentary addressed the big summer tour of Europe, including a Raw and SmackDown, and a bunch before we get a look back at John Cena's promo from Raw this past Monday, along with the response from Cody Rhodes. That promo on Monday Night Raw between John Cena and Cody Rhodes, that was a good promo, but John Cena was speaking some facts about what he said. We are reminded of the undisputed WWE champion on the line between them, as well as Randy Orton taking on Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 41 backstage. Jay Cargill promised to take down Liv Morgan tonight before looking ahead to Naomi for what she did. We head to ringside for our next match before going to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. We get another mysterious vengeance with four before going back to ringside for our next match. Liv Morgan heads down the ramp first, accompanied by Raquel Rodriguez as we get a peek of Lil La Lisa sign in the crowd. Jericho Cargill enters next, making her in ring return as this match gets underway. Alright, so we get Jay Cargill versus Liv Morgan, and this was a decent match, but I really want Jay Cargill to win. But it is what it is. But this was a decent match between Jay Cargill and Liv Morgan. Jay Cargill gets the upper hand right away, sending Liv Morgan to the outside with a boot to the face. Jay Cargill leaves the ring, confronting Raquel Rodriguez until Liv Morgan blindsides her, only to be sent into the ring by Jay Cargill instead. Liv Morgan starts to fight back until Jay Cargill blocks a codebreaker, landing a fallaway slam that forced Liv Morgan to take a breather on the outside, and Raquel Rodriguez walks with Liv Morgan as they retreat up the rim. Jay Cargill is having none of this as she runs up the rim, bringing Liv Morgan back to the ring despite Liv Morgan's protest. She tries to fight back once in the ring, but is dropped down hard by the man, giving Jay Cargill a near fall. Raquel Rodriguez hops on the apron to yell at Jay Cargill, and this gives Liv Morgan an opening to drop Jay Cargill as we fade to black briefly. Coming back Liv Morgan posed with the with her title to a pop from the crowd, mocking Jade Cargill until she comes back into the ring to catch Liv Morgan with a near fall. Liv Morgan responds with one of her own as the crowd chants. Liv Morgan set Jade Cargill up in the ropes for more damage before hitting a drop kick to the back. Jade Cargill gets to her feet now only to be dropped down for a near fall by Liv Morgan as the crowd continues to show some level of support. Chin up applause by Liv Morgan as we fade to black for another quick commercial break. We come back to see Jade Cargill fighting to her feet, only for Liv Morgan to bring her back down to keep the lock even tighter. Jade Cargill gets to her feet, slamming Liv Morgan against the turnbuckles to break the hold, but Liv Morgan strikes back with a vertical suplex, setting up the three amigos as the crowd gets louder. Kick to the head of Jade Cargill, but Jade Cargill blocks the oblivion, hitting a German suplex on Liv Morgan instead. Alright, Jade Cargill lands some strikes on Liv Morgan, sending her to the corner for a set of hip attacks before hitting a spine buster, landing Liv Morgan on the mat. For the first time this match, the chant finally becomes more clear. The fans chanting "Mamma Mia" as Jade Cargill drives Liv Morgan down hard for a close 2 count. Naomi rushed through the crowd to hop onto the apron, confronting Jade Cargill, who blocks another oblivion for a backbreaker. Jade Cargill goes after Naomi again and takes a shot to the head with a tag title. And then as Naomi escapes, leading to Oblivion gets Liv Morgan the pin to win. The winner of the match, Liv Morgan. This was a decent match. No celebration here as Naomi goes after Jade Cargill immediately after the match, pummeling her former friend with punches before sending her to the outside and slamming her against the announcer table. She stands tall as the referee checks on Jade Cargill as we cut away. The feud between Jade Cargill and Naomi is just getting started. It is what it is. A decent match here that saw Jade Cargill make her in-ring return. Some nice spots. At least the crowd was a little more than this one. Did like the involvement of Naomi there near the end as well. A post match to keep some heat on the angle. Hashtag Smackdown and hashtag Smackdown Netflix. Alright. A look back at Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest earlier tonight takes us backstage where Drew McIntyre says that he's looking to finish things with Damian Priest. He says Damian Priest has had tough as he is stupid, saying he'll know where to find Drew McIntyre next week as SmackDown heads to London. As he walks away, Drew McIntyre stares him down the arrival of Seth Rollins as he heads towards the venue. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk are still to be under one roof tonight. As we promise to hear from the Street Profits next after winning the WWE Tag Team Champions. So we go to commercial break. We get a look back at the Street Profits winning the WWE Tag Team Champions last week, which is our call straight down the middle. Thank you WWE for putting the tag team titles on the Street Profits. The crowd chants "You deserve it" as the Street Profits as Montez Ford introduced themselves as the new champs for the first time in over 4 years. Dawkins says it's about time address a chant from the crowd that gets a pop. Over the past 4 years, a lot of doubt has been creeping in, but holding the titles. He interrupted by another "You deserve it" chant as he says them holding the titles made it worth it. Montez Ford says he came to realize over the past 4 years that he can always believe in his brother, and the two hug it out until Legado del Fantasma make their way out. Santos Escobar addressed the crowd and the Street Profits in Italian and then English, talking about his guys. Los Garza looking to get a shot at the tag titles, and this it says, and this brings out Pretty Deadly, who reminds Legado del Fantasma that they earned the right to be number one contenders a few weeks ago. Legado del Fantasma refused to step aside as Santos tells the duo to stay out of their business. Montez Ford tells them to hold on, saying that pretty deadly, Hiffy, but Heffy do do have their shot, but the Street Profits are willing to get in a fight with Legado del Fantasma here tonight because they are up and they want the smoke. We see a referee run down the rim as we get a fade to black real briefly to get this and promoted match underway. All right, let's get this next match. So we get the Street Profits versus Los Garza, and this tag team match right here. This was a good tag team match, man. This was really good. We start off with Angel and Angelo as the two go at it, with Dawkins sitting Garza to the corner before Angel fights back as we get another quick fade to black. Another vengeance for what I can only assume as is Ray Phoenix take us back to the as for to takes back to the as for hashtag and goes after Angel until Berto makes the tag to fight back. He lays into Montez Ford before tagging in Angel back in for a double team before Garza throws a shirt at Dawkins for the distraction as he sends Ford to the corner. Trio Woe leads to Angel Garza hitting some stumps and a tag to Berto. The two beating Ford down some more before Angel tags right back in for more damage. But Ford evades him for the tag to Dawkins. Berto comes rushing in, eventually sending Dawkins to the outside, dropping him against the barricade as we get a quick fade to black. Berto brings Angelo Dawkins back into the ring, keeping him away from Montez Ford until Angelo starts fighting back. Berto sends him to the Garza corner of his trouble, distracting the referee. As Angel lays in some strikes, he steps away as Berto gets Dawkins up on the ropes before making a tag. The referee is blocked from seeing Santos getting a strike of his own on Angelo. Berto tags back in for more damage. Only only to only to tag Angel in once more as the pair mocks Dawkins for before Angel hits a running knee before another quick fade. Dawkins starts fighting back to his feet, only to be dropped by Angel for a near fall. Tag to Berto, who mocks for before landing a shot on Dawkins for a 2 count of his own. Scoop slam by Berto, followed by a standing moonsault to a pop from the crowd. Tag to Angel, who knocks Ford off the apron before going after Dawkins, who hits a right hand before Garza gets him in a glory special before Berto tags in. Garza's special as Berto hits a shoulder buster off the springboard, but it's only good for a near fall. Crowd is chanting Tez as he gets the tag from Dawkins, laying into Berto before sending him to the corner. Crowd formally behind Montez Ford as he fights for from the corner, sending Berto to the mat for a 2 count. Montez Ford goes up top, but Angel intercepts, allows Lars Garza to look for FTY from the top turnbuckle, only for Montez Ford to escape. August comes running with a right hand, knocking Angel away. As Ford hits a superplex on Berto, covered by Montez Ford, but Berto narrowly kicks out for a tag to Angel. Angel hits a drop kick on Angel hits a drop kick on Dawkins, but takes a spinebuster for his troubles. Before he is joined by Berto on the outside, Santos hops on the apron, but to no rivals as Dawkins goes up and covers the ropes for a dive. Blonde tag by Ford, who gets dropped on Angel with a frog splash for the pin and the win. The winner of the match, the Street Profits. This is a really good tag team match. Alright. Dawkins and Montez Ford celebrate to a big pop from the crowd before we cut to the parking lot where we see Paul Heyman step out. He tells whoever he's in the van with the hold with to hold on, taking the pop from the crowd as we go to commercial break. All right, so we go to commercial break. We get a look back at Triple H's return to the ring in January 2002 ahead of his introduction in the WWE Hall of Fame this year. Congratulations to Triple H for going to this year's 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. This is well deserved by the game Triple H. That's my GOAT right there, Triple H. Backstage, Pretty Daily are confronted by DIY as they reveal the face of Street Profits for the titles. Next week, Ciampa and Gargano make, make an offer to help Pretty Daily win the titles next week. In, in an exchange, they get a rematch for the title, but the number one contenders torn them down, walking away as DIY are themselves confronted by the Motor City Machine Guns, who welcome DIY to the back of the line. We get a shot of London before commentary runs down matches set for next week's Smackdown. Pretty Deadly facing the Street Profits for the tag titles in LA Knight, defending the United States Championship against Braun Strowman. We head back. We head. We head back to ringside where Roman Reigns makes his entrance to for bonding music. Thanks to a lot of Netflix captions, we get a quick fade. Alright, alright. Roman Reigns takes his sweet time coming down the ramp. The fans in Bologna appreciating acknowledging him as as he used the steps to enter the ring. He steps onto the apron to put the ones up, and the crowd responds in kind before Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman gets back into the ring as we return from whatever and commercial break this will end up being on USA. Roman Reigns power hits in the crowd chants OTC as Paul Heyman hands the microphone to Roman Reigns, who I should probably point out that sporting a YTC T-shirt as the crowd sings and the chants I'm unfamiliar with. I'm assuming something soccer slash football related. Apologize to Roy, who might know this better than me. Haha. Anyways, Roman Reigns tell Bologna to announce their tribal chief, and they respond with the OTC chant. Roman Reigns says the OTC loves them before telling them what what is on his mind. Last month at the Royal Rumble, CM Punk screwed him. So last week at the Garden, Roman Reigns screwed CM Punk. Last month at the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins tries to kill him. So last week at the Garden, Roman Reigns tried to kill Seth Rollins. Listen, it's every man for himself at the Royal Rumble. So that's all I gotta say. I already knew it was gonna get a triple threat match between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. That's all I gotta say. Roman Reigns talks about addressing some business tonight, but is interrupted by the arrival of Seth Rollins. The crowd sings along with this theme as Seth Rollins heads down the ramp, entering the ring to stare his former friend down before soaking in the audacity of the crowd. He gets a microphone to tell Roman Reigns that he messed up, calling CM Punk a danger to this company and saying Roman Reigns should let him finish what he started. Seth Rollins Seth Rollins then says it's always been about he and Roman Reigns, saying the two of them came into this company together but can no longer coexist. It's about time they add another chapter to this story. But before we get any further with that statement, out comes CM Punk to the crowd chanting his name and singing his theme song. The two types of chants are exchanged back and forth as CM Punk heads down the ramp, with Seth Rollins turning his back to CM Punk before turning back around as CM Punk grabs the mic from the apron. CM Punk climbs the turnbuckle and raising the microphone as if indicated it's his turn to speak. He says, before we get this circus kicked off, let's address facts, saying neither Big Chief or neither Grimace has beaten him. He addresses Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble, reminding him that he shouldn't have even made it to the Rumble. If CM Punk hasn't helped out at War Games, he brings up the favorite he is on by choosing instead to go after Roman Reigns with some mild punches on the mat. Seth Rollins looks on for just a moment before getting before getting into before getting into it, landing some shots on both men before the official runs down to try to break things up. This leads to all three men going at each other on the mat before more officials run down to separate them. CM Punk leaves the ring, standing up on the announcer table as he addresses both men by pointing to the WrestleMania 41 sign. Seth Rollins goes back after Roman Reigns before security pulls them apart. And Seth Rollins gets the apron pointing to the sign himself, saying, let's do it before hitting a drop kick on CM Punk. This leads to Roman Reigns rushing after Seth Rollins himself, grabbing a set of steps to slam against the head of Seth Rollins before stepping up on them to point to the sign to WrestleMania 41 sign before the show comes to a close with the brawl once again breaking out as we fade to black. I'll be honest, the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins entrance made me worried this would be a lot of yapping, but 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 by the time CM Punk came out, it was set it was offset by a big brawl to close out the show. I couldn't help but laugh at each man pointing at WrestleMania 41 sign. This went on a bit. This went on, but that part was funny when Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns pointed at the festival at the WrestleMania 41 sign. I already knew it was gonna be a triple threat match. So we're gonna have two triple threat match, one for the women's triple threat match with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, and in the men's triple threat match, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. But the booking to WrestleMania 41, they messed that up. This is one of the laziest bookings in WWE. And that's all I gotta say. It says overall, this was a pretty fun edition of SmackDown with a lively crowd and Malanga throughout noticeably dips in the loudness. This seems to concede with the size list and the action, but the storylines being progressed on the road to WrestleMania 41 balanced that out for me. And WWE SmackDown goes off the air. Now, let me give my honest opinion when I think about WWE SmackDown. Now, WWE SmackDown was a solid show, and I give it a solid 6 out of 10. If you guys enjoy my WWE SmackDown review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content on the channel like this. Follow my social media down below in the description. Like I said earlier in the beginning of my video, go check out my 2025 YouTube shoutouts video. That video did very well, and that's all I gotta say. I'm on the road to 9K, but it would be better if I would have reached 10K. But I am going to reach 10K, but it only for me to reach 10K, I gotta reach 9K first before I reach 10K. That's it. And I'm on the path to YouTube party. So make sure you guys continue to run my videos so I can get the watch hours that I deserve. And I need all my real supporters to help me with my watch hours. And that's all I gotta say. But anyway, I'm gonna make a 3-minute YouTube short video of me show you guys my thumbnail because I'm gonna show you guys the receipts, the proof, and I'm going to come at you guys with the facts because the receipts, the proof, and the facts is 1000% there. I don't clickbait the title of my thumbnail. I repeat, I do not clickbait the title of my thumbnail because when I make a 3-minute YouTube short video of me showing you guys my thumbnail twice in that video, you guys gonna see the full proof. I'm gonna come with the receipts, the proof, and the facts. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, this your boy Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your king, kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I'll see you guys in my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Smackdown review and highlights at 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you guys so much. But like I said, go check out my yesterday's video for my 2025 YouTube shoutouts video. And I show you guys full proof that I got everybody's name on that list from yesterday's video. I told you guys in my Wednesday's video that I was going to drop a 2025 YouTube shoutouts video. The proof is in the pudding. And go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highlights of me mentioned that I'm going to be dropping my 2025 YouTube shoutouts video. That and I got it on YouTube too. That I recorded my AEW Dynamite review on highlights of me mentioned that I'm going to drop my 2025 YouTube shoutouts video. Full proof. Go watch Wednesday's video and go watch my yesterday's video. Full proof. The proof is there. But anyway, enough of me yapping. I don't want to yap too much. But I am going to edit this video and I'm going to make a YouTube short video of me showing you guys 1000% full proof of my thumbnail twice in that video by itself. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And don't let nobody tell you different. And shout outs to Hotshot once again for beating Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm very proud of Hotshot. And Hotshot, I told y'all that Hotshot hit 300 subs. I told y'all, thanks to my community for helping Hotshot reach 300 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, community. I love my community so much, man. And I know Hotshot is watching this video right now. Not to mention, Mama Mia Cat. Like, I just wanted to just congratulate Mama Mia Cat once again for reaching YouTube partner. I am so proud of her. So Mama Mia Cat, you deserve everything that's coming to you with some good vibes only, man. Mama Mia Cat, keep up the good work. Don't let nobody put you down. I support you and your community. And same thing with Galactic Wonder and Chrissy. So Chrissy, shout out to you as well. Antisocial gamer, Tony Skittle, and everybody else. Step 92, and everybody else that's watching this video. Shouts to you guys. Shouts to Randy Jean. Randy Jean. Thank you so much for always showing love to me. My goal for this year is to 10K and become a YouTube partner. But make sure you guys, I need all my real supporters. I repeat, I need all my real supporters to run my videos so I can get the watch outs that I deserve. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I will see each and every single one of you in my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Smackdown review and highlights at 4 o'clock a.m. on YouTube. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept you crew, kept you kings, kept you club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. It is all about the good vibes only. Because at the end of the day, we're here to uplift each other. We care about each other because sharing is caring. Because at the end of the day, it's just too sweet. Have a great night, guys. Gang.